Welcome back to Antigua, Guatemala.
We are still in country number 11 and we are finally doing what we've been really looking forward to and the whole reason that we came here to Guatemala, which is we are here to hike Acatenango and Fuego Volcano. We are just checked in and geared up this morning. It is cold and it's gonna be a really long day. Here we go.
All right, we just got on the shuttle. We have a 15-minute drive to the start of the volcano.
All right, we're about to throw on our backpacks and start the hike. It is supposed to be 5 hours to Basecamp, which is where we're staying tonight. We are climbing the volcano Acatenango to view the neighboring volcano Fuego, which is currently active. I guess they're both active, but Fuego is actually actively erupting like every hour. So we're gonna be staying on Acatenango, which hasn't erupted since the 80s. Fuego actually had a last large eruption in 2018 and killed hundreds of people here in the town. So it's definitely a volcano to watch. If you followed our Iceland series, you know that we love volcanoes. So it's definitely worth the hike, I think. Ask me that in a couple hours.
We've just hit our first break. Not too bad so far. Well, that's my opinion anyway. What do you think?
Not horrible. We're using a porter for our heaviest backpack.
Just because
so
we have a lot of...
not that bad.
We have a lot
I think it's a great way to support the local economy and provide jobs. And for us, we want to be as fresh as possible for the second hike tonight to Fuego.
And we have a lot of camera equipment, so it just makes more sense.
All right, we're gonna catch a breather and keep going. We made our second break. We are 1 hour down. How long does it say on the watch? 2 kilometers out of 7. One more water break. We're almost to the clouds.
Okay, now is the second part now. Because now it's a bit better on the first part. From Acatenango volcano is 2 volcanoes. First is up there, and the second Acatenango volcano is this. Because from Acatenango to the top is at 3,976 meters.
We are at 3,200 meters, about halfway. We have 2 hours down and 2 hours to go. Quick stop for lunch.
Let's see what we have on the menu. We have some potatoes and something else.
It's like vegan meatballs.
It tastes really good.
Pardon? Puedo tener gravy. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Oh, you're going up?
Yeah.
You're staying up.
Did you go up this morning and now you're coming back down? Oh my goodness. You saw it erupt?
Yeah.
You able to see it?
Every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes?
Yeah,
Wow. Did you go on the volcano?
We stay on Acatenango, but tonight we hike to Fuego and back.
What time did you start? 5. Is this your first volcano?
Yeah, actually, yes. Yeah.
We went to the Iceland one, which was very...
Really? Wow.
Yeah, we were very, very
Good touch
close.
the lava. Very close. All right, lunch is over, unfortunately. We are halfway up the hike. The first half is supposedly a lot harder than the second half. I really hope that that's true because it's definitely not easy. This is super challenging, but I'm confident that we'll finish, so 1 foot at a time.
I was pretty nervous when they said it was going to be a vegetarian meal, but that was pretty satisfying. It was pretty tasty, so I'm excited to see what other meals they have. Hopefully that wasn't like a fluke.
It was a vegan meal for reference, not vegetarian, so that's why we were scared. Oh, I can't. Where's my arm?
All right, we're 4 hours in now. Holly's doing great, having to dig down deep, but
AKA dying. This hike is no joke. I think it's a mix of cardio and altitude. Like, I just cannot catch a breath. Like, it feels like something's like sitting on my chest. Like, there's just no air to breathe. I can't expand my lungs all the way. This is so hard. And so this better be the best volcano explosion I've ever seen.
boom.
We're only at the entrance. We're already above the clouds. We have just entered and got the final wristband for the entrance to the volcano section, and we just heard a boom in the background, and that's Fuego erupting. I literally can't wait till we get around the corner and get to see what that looks like, but I think we're gonna be sleeping tonight to that sound.
We just arrived to base camp. That hike absolutely trashed me and Holly. Not to the point of no return for sure. We have a cabin that is just the basics, but it'll do the job and it will keep us safe. I just heard the volcano. You can't see it right now because there's some fog covering it, but yeah, hopefully the clouds are supposed to clear later and we can actually see the eruption, but so far it sounds amazing. I think she's tired.
It's definitely not a hike for the faint of heart. Definitely glad we made it, but my feet are gonna hurt for a week. Welcome to our cabin. Let's do a cabin tour. We've come on this tour with a company called Wicho and Charlie. They have some of the best accommodations at the base camp here on the Acatenango volcano. We opted for the private cabin because it just sounded a little more enjoyable than sleeping with a bunch of other people. I'll drop the pricing difference right here for what it was, but here's a quick tour of our cabin. What you see is what you get. I'm just happy this is gonna block the wind. Oh God. Look how it went down the mountain, just the chunks flying everywhere.
I think.
It pretty much makes the hike worth it. I don't know, I'm still too close to the hike to be able to. We've just made it to base camp, but 20 minutes and we are already ready to leave again. Would love to get settled in, but we have our warmer gear on, headlamps packed, because we are heading now to actually climb Fuego. The hike here was about 5 hours, and now we're gonna do roughly another 2 hours there and back to Fuego. So 45 minutes kind of down the valley, and then back up Fuego. But sunset's coming up soon, so I'm really hoping that the lava pops again. I can't wait to get up close.
Just hiked 2 hours by headlamp. Can't see anything. It's so bad. And the fog is so incredibly thick that you can only see a few feet in front of you. Needless to say, it is very, very, very difficult. We've seen 2 eruptions since we've gotten up here that were spectacular. And then it's been too foggy to see any eruptions since then. It's very cold.
Very.
Hopefully we will see an eruption soon.
Not 100% sure yet if the second hike is worth it. If the clouds move and we get a clear eruption, then yes. But my timer is certainly ticking here. I am super cold and dreading the hike back. It's erupting right now, we can hear it, but we can't see anything. Oh my gosh, it's just sitting, freezing our asses off. Why? I don't know yet. Hopefully, the next thing that you'll see is some really cool volcano footage. Good morning. We have a perfect clear sky view of Fuego. Last night we tried to hike and we went all the way over to this ridge right here. Totally cloudy. We got a couple photos amongst the people in our team here, but we saw some incredible eruptions, the lava spewing everywhere in the dark. But honestly, it was maybe not worth it. It took us 5 hours to hike all the way to that ridge and back from up here in Acatenango.
Last night was so incredible. We could hear just the explosiveness all night. It was pretty scary at sometimes. The whole ground would shake. It was so loud and it would wake us up, but it was just crazy how powerful it was. But it was actually as violent as it sounded. It was the most peaceful thing to sleep towards at the same time.
We're sleeping on another volcano, and honestly there were 2 giant eruptions, one that woke both of us up at 3:30, and I was like, is that a volcano erupting or the one that we're sleeping on? It was so loud, the whole cabin shook, and oh look, it's erupting!